this is my review for Married to Medicine LA. Yes, Married to Medicine LA is officially here, and I like this show. Big ups to Contessa for essentially bringing her peoples onto the franchise. Or I guess that's how they're gonna. Yeah, I feel like that's what happened. She was like, oh yeah, this person would be great. Because that's the vibe that Contessa gives me. Sidebar, please check out my other channel, Romie Whispers ASMR. There'll be links below, and also, there'll be a pop-up. I really need to hit some minimum numbers there. I want it to get monetized this year, so I need to accumulate at least 1,000 subscribers, by December or close to the end of December, so that the channel can be monetized. But anywho, let's jump into this show. Britton, it starts off with Britton, Dr. Britton. She's an anesthesiologist, and she has 2 children. It looks like 2 elementary school grade children. And her husband is there, who takes care of the kids most of the time because she relocated to LA. And so it's very obvious that he's all but hinting that he loves his wife, he loves his children, he'd love to see more of his wife, and love to have her take the children a little bit more. I mean, they're 2 young children, and they're a boy and girl. I could only imagine how that household is. They both acknowledge that their relationship is common as far as when they met, she was in the army. And so, because of that, it's not like it's not like this is something new for them. It's not like this is something new, the long distance. But I mean, those kids were playing. She was talking about how she doesn't really do all that cooking and cleaning. She has people to do it for her. What's the point of having a good job if you can't do that? And I said, I kind of agree. I like what you're saying. Anyway, we go from that to the next person we meet. Well, Dr. Noel. Dr. Noel is a family physician, and her friend, who we saw in the last episode, Asha, who's also on the show. We saw her in the last episode, or the Married to Medicine special, where she was the one throwing the party for her husband. And Asha's the one who, she's in entertainment. And she's trying to do it solo dolo, as in through like her own company and stuff. Apparently they both known each other since age 5 and 6, and they both pursue dance. And I always wondered, for these type of shows, I wonder if it saves on production cost, if having them film together. And right now they still don't have any issues with each other and like each other, so it's easier to get them to film together. I think that's why they do it. Like, I understand it's also to show how close friends they are, because Married to Medicine did do that in its earlier seasons, but I wonder how long that's going to last. And as we see, it's not with everyone, it's only with some of them. But Aja is going to get some Botox so that her face stays nice and slim. Still looks natural, still looks great. Black don't crack. I think they said that she's... Well, we know that she's at the age of... It's going to be potentially harder to conceive, potentially harder to deliver, and potentially more dangerous for her during that process. So she's talking to her friend. She's like, she talked to Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone told her that situation where it can be an issue, and she said, yeah, that is true. So now we get to Dr. Iman. She's the one who's from Harlem. She's the one who statuesque, very statuesque, slim, rocks, bald head. I can't even call it the low cut bald head. Beautiful. Definitely strong. Apparently, her son Idris, he's not the biological son of her current husband. And but that's the only father that he's really grown up with, because she's known her son since her son was 20 months old. So I said, okay, cool, cool, good stuff. We have their relationship of, I believe he's also a physician. Okay, so Phil is actually, he was from a group called Portrait. Not familiar with the group, it's okay. And her son's name is pronounced Idris. Not Idris, Idris. I said, okay. Um, and she is close with, yeah, so Imani, her thing is she wants to go and try and build some type of relationship with her father. She hasn't talked to him in a long time, and she just sees how her son doesn't have that relationship, and she wants to start somewhere. Phil feels like, I don't know. Like, it looks like he wants to say some things that he doesn't want to say on camera, or at least right now. Um, and so then there is that. When you couple all of that with just what we could imagine, this looks like it could be a rough season for Imani. Going on to Shanique. And Shanique is a doctor's wife. That's the difference with her. She is a doctor's wife, and she's a yachty. I did not. She's Jamaican, and I would have never guessed. Would have never guessed. She has 2 children. Her husband's the man who was the shorter guy that Dr. Heavenly was mentioning. He has a big personality, which I said, okay, I can see that. That makes sense. They look like they're a fun couple. They look like they're the fun couple. His name is Robert. And I said, I feel like I'm going to like them. I feel like I'm going to like them. I already knew that they were doing well with the fact that their son, who is 5 years old, talks better than most adults. I said, okay, they're doing a bunch of things right over there. I hope that this doesn't become a divide like it normally does on shows, where the doctors' wives versus the actual, women physicians. I don't think there's anything wrong with their dynamic in their relationship, at least not right now. It's the second episode. Come on. He likes certain things, and she likes to be accommodating in certain things, and she says he's accommodating in certain ways, and they have a great relationship, and it works. Fine. And when I say fine, I mean that sounds perfect to me. I know there's some people that are like, oh, well, if you do this and he doesn't do this, then it's backwards. It's like that. Come on. A lot of y'all are even in a relationship who are talking like that. So they're married with 2 kids, and their oldest daughter looks like she's at least like 11, 12 years old. So we're going to move on to Dr. Britton. She's saying some of the best things about her job is that she is able to go and talk to people, make them feel good. She's an anesthesiologist, and she calms them down, helps them get ready when they wake up. She goes and kind of preps them for re-entry, and they don't even remember her. So it's not a situation where everything that she says or does is scrutinized. It's more so like, you look great. You feeling good? You a queen. You a king. You good. I'll go and get you some pills. I mean, that's a smart play. But now, Shanique, she is going and doing a photo shoot with her friend. This was the woman that we saw in the Married to Medicine special. Her friend is also a doctor's wife. So that's how they've bonded and gotten close. So she wants to go And so Jasmine's her name. She's also a mother. She actually recently had the baby, and she's like, she snapped back. And I'm sure being in LA, the pressures to do that, it's a lot different, even if it's not from her husband. Just society. Jeez, society. But anywho, the main thing is that Shanique wants to do a party for her husband's birthday. And of course, she wants to do it Jamaican themed. They already discussed that. He loves it. And so she's invited, but she also wants to do something else for her husband because I guess her husband got her a new car. So she's like, let me go and do this photo shoot. I'm thinking, oh, she's going to unveil this photo at the party, isn't she? Isn't she? Spoiler, she does. But so that's when Jasmine decided she would go invite her to the house, get some gummy bears, fill the tub with gummy bears, and just do some sexual stuff with it. And I said, okay, that's cute. All right, cool. It was cool enough. Then we get to... So Asha was talking to her doctor husband, and... Ooh, this conversation didn't go too well. She learned about how the different medical terminology and at her, age, place in life as far as age, how the whole pregnancy thing, how that can go. So she asked him some honest questions. We didn't discuss getting married so soon, or really, not married. We didn't discuss having a child so soon, or really giving that a 100% concrete time frame. I'm asking you now, would you get married? Would you have a baby sooner than later? Because the longer I wait, the harder it could be, and potential damage could incur. He did not give her an answer. His answer was, well, do you think that, how do you feel? He put it back on her because the look on his face was, I did not think about having no dang child right now. I was the look on his face like, I love you, so I don't want to piss you off. I'm open to having a child. I just didn't, that was the last thought as far as us. That's the energy that I got from him. That's the energy I think a lot of us got from him. I think she even got it from him. So now it's time to she's throwing the party. And Asha is talking to Imani. And Asha, apparently, there's going to be a guest because her husband cannot go because he's working. And Dr. Heavenly is going to be coming along. I said, huh? Uninvited? Okay, this is going to be interesting. Now, she's talking to Robert, and they're just saying how much fun they're going to have. Like I said, they seem like a fun couple. It's funny because Robert talks about how, oh, you have a surprise for me? Well, as long as there's something like a strawberry cheesecake filled with gummy bears. I said, what the? How did? What time? Anyway, Dr. Heavenly is being picked up by Imani and Asha, and that car ride within itself was interesting. What I like about that car ride is Dr. Heavenly has Dr. Heavenly has a mouth, and she definitely knows how to push people's buttons, but this group is ready for her. The car ride was cute because Dr. Heavenly was saying the biracial woman's name wrong. She called her Bridget. It's Britain. And she said that, well, I've heard that. I've been called some names. So like, who? What did anyone call you? She was like, oh, Dr. Unheavenly. And Asha said, I heard Dr. Evil. But it's all fun and games because we even see a clip where Dr. Heavenly, when she heard that Imani was a psychologist, that she was like, oh, so then that means you're crazy. And she was basically like, well, no, I'm doing better now. Just rolling with the punches. It'll be a nice time. And it actually turns out that Dr. Heavenly being there isn't an issue. They like her. They were surprised she was there, but they like her. So there's no problems. There is a different problem. The food looked good. The music sounded right. Uh, Britain was able to bring her husband, and they're just talking about, as you can see, they're, even though they're on the same page, it doesn't mean that, he's thrilled about the setup. I think that's the energy that I'm getting from this. Like, I'm supporting my wife. I love my wife. And she's just like, look, he's a husband. He's supposed to do that anyway. I said, well, there's two of you. I almost kind of want to whisper that. There's two of you. But you're both working. You're both doing what you need to do. So understandably. They get there. Everything is cool. Everything is great. We do have an issue, though. We have an issue. Like I said, the food looks good. I said, I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to be there. She unveils the picture. He's thrilled. And I said, the picture is very tasteful. Okay. I am so dang goofy. I am goofy to the max. I need to chill out. So goofy. And Molly's looking at that picture like, that's cute, but didn't he get you a car? Anyway, everything is all good until we get to something unexpected. Apparently, Asha's husband's ex is at the party and was invited by Robert. Because I guess Robert knew her. I guess they all knew each other for a while. And I said, oh, this is messy. I said, damn, she is beautiful. Ooh, this is not going to turn out well. I was looking at that like, ooh. And I saw her. I said, oh. And then I thought, uh-oh. All those things ran in my head all at once. And I do believe that she really doesn't have any personal issues with that woman. The woman is a very qualified doctor. I forgot exactly what type she is, but she's doing the dang thing. And they, I guess, met when they were in school. And she even acknowledged that last time they talked was years ago. Last time they talked was years. Because Dr. Heavenly said, how long? Years. So Asha's issue is with Shanique. It's a combination of why is she here / why didn't you tell me? Because at the very least, if I could get a heads up, that would have been dope. That would have been dope. Because that was prior knowledge. Because she quickly said that it was her husband, it wasn't her who invited her. So she knew. So, Dr. Heavenly, being messy, was trying to go and get them to talk. And the woman was open. She was open to having the conversation because she has no issues with her. She has no issues with them as far as the relationship. And Asha said, again, I don't need to speak to her again. It's nothing against you personally because you didn't do anything to me. I don't have a problem with you. My problem is, why did I know about this? It is awkward. It is very awkward. I didn't come in here with this headspace of I was going to be around my ex's, around my current significant other's ex. And I said, fair enough. It's fair enough, and I'm glad that Imani took them off to the side and said, hey, right now, this is a messed up situation. I could be both sides as far as like, wow, you didn't tell me. This feels like a setup. We're supposed to be friends. And I can see the other side like, I know you don't have any issues with her, and I didn't personally invite her. Why are you coming at me so hard? So that's where we're going to end. I'm sure people are going to have very varied opinions. Asha decided to leave, and Dr. Heavenly decided to leave with her. And that's all I have for you right now. Remember to check out my other channel. Check out my other channel, Romie Whispers ASMR. Please go there, show it some love, support. At the very minimum, just subscribe so that I can have it qualify for YouTube's the YouTube program, because the rules have changed. And right now, based on the numbers, I don't see that happening. No, that's not true. I can see the numbers, the hours happening, But subscriber count, I have a long way to go. I'm only have 19 people there. Thanks.